you have these threats on your life, to actually go out and face big crowds week in, week out, month in, month out. You know, I know you from your past as a fearless cricketer. This is a whole different world, thinking that somebody may be there wanting to take your life. How did you deal with that? How did it make you feel?
Yes, when they imposed this government of crooks, and let me tell you, the whole country knows it's a government of two families who've been stealing money from this country, who've been in jail, their books written on their corruption. I came into politics to fight these two families. So when they brought them back through a conspiracy and imposed them on us, I decided that I was not going to sit at home. And that's when I went out in the public. And for 6 months, I was campaigning. Now, during these 6 months, frequently I would get this message that, you know, there's going to be a bomb blast or your suicide attacker or your life is at threat. And so I took a conscious decision. Do I accept these crooks to rule over us just because my life is at threat? Or should I believe, as I believe in God as a Muslim, that life and death is in his hands? So I took a decision. I said, look, whatever happens, I know that there's these big guns are threatened, this, what should I say, mafias are threatened. And the more my party got popular, the more we sort of swept the by-elections, the more danger to my life. Now, when the first plot, which I mentioned earlier, the second plot was, you know, I knew, as I said, in a public rally, I spoke about it. Now, as I was falling, when the bullets hit my leg and I fell and these bullets went over my head, and then I felt my body, because when the shooting stopped, I felt sort of where, and I felt my leg was hit, it was numb, but I checked my top body. Then I realized that the Almighty had saved me. Because there's no way I should have been saved, because there were two shooters, one very close, 20 feet, the other one right in the building in front. There's no way I should have survived it. But you know, that reinforced my faith in the Almighty.
I mean, it was an astonishing escape. You know, by all, you know, if you look at the footage, you just assume that in that scenario, your chances of survival are very small.
Piers, this guy, I mean, the hero, there are two heroes that saved me. One was this guy, when he saw him taking this pistol out, this guy immediately went for his hand. And, you know, when he tried to grab the gun went down, and that's how I was saved. Because I would have got all the bullets on my top body. So they went at my legs. And then, you know, this other guy also tried to, he had two magazines still. So if this guy hadn't intervened, the guy would have fixed two magazines and kept shooting. And then, you know, when the other guy hit us, because it hit my leg, I collapsed. So the bullets went over my head. In slow motion, I felt, and I honestly, even when I was lying there with these 3 bullets, I felt I'd been saved.
Former Prime Minister